Hi, this is part two again. For some reason, we just got cut out. I was in the middle of chatting with Latisha, Loki's life, and I'm hoping we'll be able to get this working out. Something happened with the internet, so we're starting kind of all over again. Just give me a minute and we'll get her going. I don't know why it's not working. I feel so bad. Can you go back out and go back in again, Letitia? I'm so sorry. I don't know. It was going really good. We had a really good stretch. We had a good half-hour stretch. And then all of a sudden, boom, we went out. I guess it's time for a sip of wine. I just pressed go live. We'll see what happens. Oh,
I don't know, when I hit the request button, it wouldn't do anything.
yeah, and I kept on, trying to patch you in, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
work. So I apologize, everybody. This is going to be part two because we're on
Yeah.
Instagram Live. There is no editing,
No,
no
there is
8-hour
not.
editing process. So I'm trying to think, where were we? Oh, review. We were talking about reviews and
Yes,
stuff, right?
yes, yes.
Um,
So,
okay, so I guess we were pretty much done with the review part because you were
yeah.
just saying what you did. You were saying how,
hmm
the little way that you do it. We
I've
were
got a
talking
good
about how
little,
important, excuse me?
I got a good little story for you
Oh,
if you want.
I want to hear it. This is what this
Well,
channel's all about. The juice.
yeah, I proofread for Sherry Burton, and she's a local author to my area.
Oh,
And the way that came about is interesting, but she's got a couple of series, and then she's also got just several other books in different genres. But she's got the Orphan Train Saga, which the
what was
Orphan
her name
Trains,
again?
Sherry Burton,
Sherry.
and the Orphan Trains used to come through our area.
Oh,
So
oh,
that's pretty interesting. And this one is a really popular series. It's the Jerry McNeil series, and it's about a ghost dog, police dog.
oh.
And this series has went crazy, so there's a whole bunch of these out
And
at
what was the
this
name of
point.
that series again?
The Jerry McNeil series.
Jerry McNeil. Okay.
Mhm.
Because
And so,
I want her to get credit for this. I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
tag her.
Um, it's funny though, because we have something called the Thumb Festival here in the Thumb of Michigan every June. And she had booths set up, and I saw online somewhere that she was going to be there and about her orphan train books, and that interested me. So I stopped and bought a couple books and talked to her a little bit, and I got reading through the books, and she's got my hometown here where I still live is in the book,
Oh, how
and
cool.
I'm reading, and it goes to the name of a road. Well, that road was named after my family because when they moved here, that's where they were at. So then she's got this house, and she's, going through the house and stuff. And I'm like, I lived in that house. That's got to be a house. When my husband and I first got married, we lived in this
Oh
old
my
farmhouse.
God, that is so
And so
cool.
I thought, I've got to email her and ask if that's the house. And that's how I got talking to her, was because of that. She emailed me back. She said, yeah, we live there too.
Oh my God.
And isn't that weird? And she said, everything happens for a reason. So I ended up, reading, doing arcs for
Yeah.
her. And then when I retired, I thought about proofreading, and I just asked her what would be the best way to go about, getting into that. And we talked, and then later she came back and said, well, how about if you proofread for me? And so that's how that started. And I don't even know how many books I've done for her now. So I just finished one last week or the
That
week
is
before.
so cool.
Yeah, so and it's been fun. I really enjoy doing it. I mean, I worry every time I do it. Am I getting everything? Am I, I go over things over
You're
and over, but
only human. You're only
yeah, that's what
human,
that's what she said. You want to catch everything, but there's no way you'll catch every single thing typically.
Yeah,
So,
you're only
um,
human. You only have so much, you
yeah.
know?
But I tell you, it's pretty exciting to have my name in the books as the proofreader.
That is so
And
cool.
yeah, and I've also proofread for Eden Wolf. This is a series of hers that
Oh,
I proofread for, and
okay.
I think she lives in Paris, maybe. And that was just through getting to talking to her on probably Instagram. um, and then another author, K.S. Gray, he's got this series here. Um, and this is kind of a government type, COVID-y type books. And the last two, he's had me write a little ditty for the back of
Oh,
his
how nice.
books.
And that was
So
K.S. Gray?
K.S. Gray, yeah. So that was really cool.
So that's quite
um,
a few. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. So that's been really neat. And then let's see, Jeremy Ray is another author. He had me beta read his newest book, which isn't out yet. I don't think it's coming out until maybe next year. But he got a hold of me and asked if I would do that for him. So he writes
Wow,
a lot
you're
of
a hot
short
commodity,
stories.
Letitia. Who
It's
knew?
just, it's so fun to have an author get a hold of you and say, would you be interested in doing this? I never even knew about this Bookstagram community before. I have been so involved in reading. I'd go to the library as a kid and get the stack of books, and you know, anytime things weren't going well in life, I could dive into a book
Hmm.
and I would read
Hmm.
all the time. I remember my dad yelling at me for reading in the vehicle when we'd go places. And I don't know how I did because I get motion sick, but I've always just loved books so much. And to think that there was all these people out here and I didn't even know about it. So
Well, you
it's been
came in
fun.
at a time that was right for you, and
Yeah.
it just seemed like it did work out because, um, all this proofreading for
Yeah.
authors, you're doing, so much help for them.
Yeah, I love that. And then I just started working at our public library almost 2 years ago. I started doing that, and that was always kind of my hope when I retired would be to work at a
Yeah.
library. And so it's part-time, and I love it being around books all day, and it's just a great job to have. So between that and the Bookstagram stuff and helping my mom out a little bit, I keep pretty busy, and things just all
Yeah,
fell into place,
it sounds like you've been very busy.
Yeah.
That's terrific. I want to see if I missed any. Well, I was going to ask you about any author encounters or experiences, but it sounds like you have quite a bit with your proofreading. Are there any other experiences that don't involve the proofreading? Any other, or any authors that maybe you met or that you didn't know you were going to meet, or just any surprises or
You know,
anything?
I have Sherry is the only one I've met because I
Hmm.
live in a rural area. So we don't have like book signings at books. We don't even have a bookstore.
Well,
So the
not too many
closest,
people do anymore
yeah,
because of the way
the
the world
closest
is.
ones we have would be an hour away, and
Yeah.
they're not ones that have a lot of that stuff going on. So I don't get the chance to meet authors in person.
But you do meet a lot on Bookstagram, and
I
I
do.
think if other authors are listening, because this is taping right now, everybody. This It's not just live. We will, it will be on Instagram. Maybe other authors might reach out to you now. You just never know.
Yeah,
You
they
might
might.
you might get a couple more gigs.
Yeah. And I have had several authors ask, would you read my book and review it? And I typically will say yes, but I have to let them know I've got a lot of stuff I have to get through before I get through it. I mean, I promise I will do it, but I'm not sure when it will be, and then I let them
Yeah,
decide, if they want me to or not. So I just brought one in from my library today that I need to read for somebody. They just emailed me again to see how, if I had any idea of. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm just gonna have to squeeze it in there.
yeah. No, and I know it's
So,
very hard being a bookstagrammer. A lot of people don't realize the stress involved because, you hate saying no, so you say yes, and
yeah,
then you have a whole pile of
yes,
books, and you just stare at those books, and you just get sick because you're like, I have to get through all these. I don't, there's not enough
yes,
time in the day, and between your work, your life, your mom,
right,
So, anybody listening out there, just just
yeah,
realize that the bookstagrammers they work very, very hard, and
right.
they try really hard to get everything done, but
Yeah.
it can
And
be very stressful.
I try to keep a list of when I got each book so that I can try to do them in order of when I got them. Um, but sometimes if an author gets back with me a couple times and I haven't done it, I'll just
Yeah.
get it in there so that I can do it for them. So,
Now, what about audio? Like, do you like you said you read a couple books at the at the same time? Are you doing like audio and Kindle and print, or are there any
well,
particular medias that you like?
most of the books I do are ebooks. I have, I probably have 5 Kindles. I'm kind of obsessed with, with Kindles, and they have thousands of books on them. So most of my reading I do when I go to bed. I'm a night person, so I'll go to bed at 11 and then I'll read sometimes till 3 in the morning if it's something I can't put down. Um, and so I use my Kindle because then it doesn't bother my husband because I don't
Yeah,
have that
yeah.
on. And then if they send me a hard copy of a book, I read that. I get those from the library. I'm not a big audio book person because I tend to lose my train of thought easily. If people say, oh, I clean, I do this, I do that when I'm doing it. And I find my mind gets thinking about so many other things. I miss what they said and have to go back. So once in a while I do an audio, but I would rather read the book.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm an
So,
audiobook person. I like the thought of me having to sit and read is like, oh,
okay.
I mean, I do it,
Well,
but I'm just so used to audio now. Once you get hooked,
yeah,
like you just can't stop. But you do
yeah,
have to like pay attention. But
right,
it has to be like mindless things. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Not like something that you have to think
right.
about doing. You know?
Right. I did have to go to my eye doctor because I read so much. The words were
Oh,
starting to blur
cool.
after I read so long when I'd go to bed and I couldn't continue because it blurred so bad. I couldn't
Yeah.
read anymore. So I got a pair of just reading glasses from the eye doctor to wear when
Does that
I'm
help?
reading, and it's helped. I haven't had that happen. So I
Oh,
was a
that's
little worried.
scary.
I thought, oh, what's going on with my eyes here? I have to go.
Yeah. Oh my
So,
goodness. Yeah, that's
yeah,
scary.
yeah.
Especially, well, now, did you find this with the Kindle or the Kindle and a like a real
E-
paper, like, or was it just a
Either one
Kindle? Oh, it
didn't
was
matter.
okay.
Yeah. It just all of a sudden would be blurry.
I'm just hearing
So,
like a lot more people as I, in touch with more and more people, um, they can't do the Kindle because of their eyes,
okay.
that they need the print or the audio because the Kindle just, I guess, does something to
Okay.
the electronic part.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, there's still
Um,
plenty of people out there reading Kindle, but I do come across every now and then that
right.
they cannot have the Kindle because of their
Right.
eye issue or
Yeah.
migraine type stuff.
Yeah. I see someone said the blue light blocker. that's definitely helpful.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's great. What else? I think that's all I had. Not unless you had anything else that you wanted to like, tell the bookish community.
Just that I appreciate you so much.
Oh,
And, I love doing book tours. I love helping authors. If you want to just message me, and let me know if you need help with a book. Like I said, I'm a little overwhelmed right now, but, but if I can help, I will. And I appreciate you doing this. This is really nice. I was a little
oh,
nervous,
I'm so
but
happy. You deserve it. I don't know why I decided. Well, I think,
I
you might have
suggested
actually gave
me
me the
doing it.
inspiration. Yeah,
I
I think you
suggested
did.
it for your Instagram page, and then you decided to do some on here. So,
Yes, yes.
and I think
You're
that's
right.
nice because on Instagram you're only allowed to have 7,500 people that you follow. And I had hit that amount, so I couldn't follow people back, so I wasn't getting more followers. And I'm slowly going through and taking out accounts
Yes.
that haven't posted in a
Mm-hmm.
long time and aren't active anymore. So I'm down where I can, add some followers now. So that's helped. But that's another thing that's frustrating.
Yes.
Why
I
do
find
they
it
care how
frustrating
many people
myself.
I follow?
Hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, and you feel bad not following them because they're following you.
yeah,
But if you're at your
right.
limit, what are you going to do?
Right. And a lot of people you see on there, they're mad. Don't follow to unfollow. Don't follow to unfollow.
Mhm.
Well, I don't unfollow to unfollow. I make sure they haven't posted anything in a long time and stuff. But, people probably still think you're just unfollowing for the heck of it. But that's not it. I can't follow current accounts if I don't get rid of some of the old
Me
ones that
too.
aren't
I
on there
agree.
anymore. And, I do it very slowly, but because
Yes.
that they can get you for that too. So
I know, right? It's like you're almost afraid to do anything
yeah,
because you don't want to be put in Instagram jail or
yeah,
whatever you call it.
that's what everyone calls it on here. So
Yeah, but
uh,
thank you so much. And yeah, I think
yeah.
it was through you, your inspiration, and I decided, you know what? Is yes, interviewing authors is really nice, but people also need to know about you guys and think, realize what you guys do. And, we all need to appreciate you. And actually, I'm getting together with another book tour company, and
Mhm.
we're doing reader appreciation Zooms.
Oh,
We
that's
decided to make it
really
like, yeah,
cool.
we decided to do it. It's still in the beginning stages, but we
Okay,
decided to do like every other month or so, and we're going to do like one genre at a time.
okay,
So, and we will have authors on, there will be prizes, but it's all geared for like thanking the Bookstagrammers. That's basically
that'll
what
be
it's all,
fun.
that's what it's all about. So,
That'll be fun.
yeah,
And
became friends. Go
this
ahead.
is this is such a nice way to get my blog out there too, because it's harder. I think I have 6,000 some people on Instagram, which is a good number. But it's hard to get it out there to other people. So doing this, oh, there's one other thing. Voyager Michigan magazine just did an article on me. And
Really?
I don't know who gave them my name, but they're online. I think it's voyagermichigan.com. And I've got it on my Facebook blog page too, that you can just click on it and go to it. But I'm hoping that I can get some more people from that too. So that was kind of exciting to get.
Do you have a link? Do you have a link tree on your account?
I do. I can put it on
Put
there.
it on the link
Yeah.
tree because I want to see.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see it, and then this
Okay.
way you could post about it and tell them just to go to your
Yeah.
link tree. That's
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So, what was that
So
article about?
it was just all about my blog mostly. And then I had to send pictures, and they put a bunch of pictures on there too. And they're all about just helping small
That-
companies and
That's
yeah,
nice.
creative people and different things. And they didn't know who suggested my blog, but they said they didn't have a name down, but maybe one of their editors saw it or something. So
Oh, how
I don't
nice.
know who, if someone sent it in, thank you, because that was really a cool thing.
Yeah, that is
In
a cool
fact,
thing.
yesterday I had groceries delivered here from Walmart, and the lady walked up and said, "I just read an article about you today on Facebook."
Oh my goodness. You
I
are
was
a rock
like,
star.
that's what my husband keeps saying. Boy, you're big stuff. I
Uh,
said, no, I'm not big
uh-huh.
stuff. Not at all big stuff.
In your
But
small town, you're big potatoes. You are.
so it's fun though. It's fun.
I love that. That is
Yeah.
so cool. I love that. And that's what you and I do. We like to, to, you know, praise the unsung heroes. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
And
Exactly.
for once, you got yours. You got your praise, you know?
Yeah, I
So
did.
take
Yeah.
it and enjoy it and be a big thing, like your husband
Oh,
says.
thank you.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're
Well, it was really nice
welcome.
talking to you in person. We haven't done that.
I know, I know.
So,
I know. It's like, why didn't we think about
yeah.
doing this a long time ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been fun.
It has been fun. So thank you so much for coming on, and we'll
Yeah.
definitely have you come back again
Okay.
and
I'd love it.
see what you've been up to. And I want to know if
Yeah.
anybody's reached out to you or anything.
Okay.
Maybe you could say, say your website again, so this way, in case anybody is
Okay.
just listening at the tail end.
Yeah. It's letitiaslowkeylife.com. And
Okay.
I know Letitia's hard to know how to spell, but it's Latisha is Letitia.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yep.
almost
And
it's the
that's,
same as your Instagram page, right? You said?
yeah, yep.
Okay.
It's just got the .com on the end. And, all my other ones, oh, I have Goodreads too. So everything else I'm on is all Letitia's Low Key Life. If you want
Okay.
to look for it,
Perfect.
I'd love some more followers on any of my sites. So whatever you have, if you'd want to go check it out, see if you like it. And I'd love to have you.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for coming on,
Thank
Latisha.
you. Have a great day.
Thanks, you
Bye.
too. Bye.
Bye.